fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 match as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Desperados of Brooklyn. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. Here's Richardson to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick. No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity? First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL. And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 16 yards. 16 yards, a 1st down. 1st down. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Field's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one. Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down. From the 50, here's Fields. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there. Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here we go, son. Go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 30 second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Luke Musgrave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Desperados take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
First and 10, Taylor now. Fighting his way through contact. Still on his feet. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look at repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swan. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he'll go down at the 28. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Back to throw. Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, gear up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Set. Stretch the eagle.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Broncos, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
Richardson to throw off play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Richardson's pass.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses will always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Richardson off the play fake.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one game. So
the offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go now. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
An audible here to get a new look. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the